certainly missing Joel Embiid falling in a 2-0 hole in Miami. A 16-point loss last night as the series now shifts to Philadelphia. There was hope that Embiid might be able to return for Game 3. Doc Rivers does not seem too optimistic about that possibility.
I really don't know. I honestly, we talked yesterday, we talked today. You know, new generation FaceTime. I don't know why he FaceTime, but he looked good as far as talking. But there's no. He's got so many steps to go through. I don't think he's cleared any of them right now. So we just have to wait and see.
Brian Windhorst, good to see you, sir. Windy, tell me this. Is this series over even if Embiid returns? Because I'm hearing things about reservations in Miami already.
Well, Miami actually was a little bit vulnerable because Kyle Lowry is out with the hamstring injury, and we're not sure when he's going to be able to come back in this series, if at all. So I guess just because I've seen 20 years of the NBA, I wouldn't say for sure because I've seen things change really fast. But if Embiid can't play in Game 3, and if Doc was being 100% truthful and honest about what he said there, where he hasn't cleared the steps, because forget about the orbital fracture, there's concussion protocol steps that you cannot rush. And if I'm taking him literally at his word, I think it would be difficult for Joel to get cleared in time for 3. And no one's coming back from 3-0. So I don't think the Sixers are equipped to win 4 out of 5 against the Heat unless Embiid is a really strong aspect of it, even without Kyle Lowry. So they're in big trouble, and they're in big trouble especially when this offseason comes, because the way, how low is it going to go for the casinos when the over-under on James Harden? They got the over-under all the way down to 23 for him, 23 points for him last night. He still didn't hit the over. The casinos are reacting, I think, almost like the Sixers. How low is this going to go down? And at this point, James Harden is really a supporting player to a guy like Tyrese Maxey. And if you don't have Embiid and Harden is now becoming like a supporting player, seeing you win 4 out of 5, it's just a big ask.
Wendy's such a nice guy. He says, it's good to see you, buddy. He's people don't realize how much of a nice guy. I mean, he's got that, you know, that nice little chubby face, that lovable face. He's like,
you know what I was thinking? Hold on, I got to say one thing. Windy, you have great skin.
He does.
When you were saying you've got 20 years of covering the NBA, I'm like,
that's right.
no
I'm jealous.
Look at that skin.
I'm jealous.
Here comes the other shoe.
I'm jealous.
No, not for me.
I'm jealous, but I used to be more jealous until I found my dermatologist, Dr. Ingleton. You the one, girl. You the one. My Dr. Ingleton. She's a fabulous dermatologist. I mean, can't you tell? But anyway, let's go back to the main stuff right here, okay? Here's the deal, Wendy. You're such a nice guy. You really, really are. Because this is over. All right, my reservations are made for South Beach.
Yeah?
I mean, let me be very, very clear. I know where I'm staying. Okay. I know when I'm going. I mean, this is what it is, okay? This is what it is. Now, we'll give the Philadelphia 76ers credit for this. If Joel Embiid were there, I think they'd have a real big-time shot to win this series. I think it would be a pick-em based on what I've seen for the first 2 games alone. Joel Embiid would have made that kind of profound difference. And with the way Maxey showed up last night, the things that James Harden is doing in terms of being deferential and having somebody to defer to, I think all of those things would have helped. And I think that the Philadelphia 76ers would have had a big-time bona fide shot of winning this series. But now Miami is up 2-0. So what you're talking about is a Philadelphia 76ers squad that has to win 4 of the next 5 games, assuming a series would go 7, in order to win this series. That ain't happening. We're talking about Joel Embiid being questionable for Game 3. I personally think there's a shot that he'll be there because he knows the season is on the line. They ain't coming back from an 0-3 deficit. So to me, if he doesn't play in Game 3, then he's really finished, because Game 3 would be back in Philadelphia, would be the time to come back. If we don't see him for Game 3, I don't think we're going to see him for Game 4, because it's going to be over if they go down 0-3. That's just how I feel about it, okay? But right now, when we look at the Miami Heat, they just seem to just turn it on with the Philadelphia 76ers, particularly when they choose. You go up in the first half, you up 12-13. Then Philadelphia catches up. They might even take a lead at halftime. Then they come back and they turn it on again. It's like they seem to be up and down because I don't know if they're taking Philadelphia as seriously as they should because they know there's no Embiid out there. So they turn on the afterburners, they get a lead, and then after that, they lag off a little bit. And then when Philadelphia makes it interesting, they say, okay, let's stop playing games and let's close this deal out right now. I think that's what we've witnessed thus far in these first two games. I think that is what we will continue to witness. It'll be a little bit different because the crowd in Philadelphia will be hyped, ready to support their team. But I hope I'm wrong because I'm rooting for Doc Rivers and what have you. But I don't see, without Embiid, this team having any chance to win anything in this series. And certainly, even if Embiid comes back, you're asking them to win 4 of a possible remaining 5 games of this series against Miami. I don't see that happening either. Thanks for watching ESPN on YouTube. For live streaming, sports, and premium content, subscribe to ESPN+.